and welcome to another video here on That Say Show. Today we're going to be getting into some of my best friend and I and ours and
Our ghost experience?
yeah. Yep. Today I'm here with That Addy Show, and we're going to be doing a video since we're not going to do face cam just yet in our YouTube experience. We're just going to put these screens up and talk about it from here. Also, you will expect from me later, I think tomorrow, a ghost hunting. So you'll get that from me tomorrow.
So or maybe later, Robert.
Yeah. And then I'm just going to stop it right here and let her do her intro and then start getting on with the experiences.
Hey guys, welcome back to That.
In the comment section below, why you believe in ghosts or not. I totally forgot to say that, and then Adria said it, so just did it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with my first video, just to kind of break my first experience, just to break the ice. My creepiest one is probably when I was home alone. It was about 5:30. Like, I was home alone. Like, no one else there except me, my dog, and my cat. And what happened...
Mind you, they're very quiet animals.
Very quiet animals. I mean, they can't make human voices, so...
Yeah.
So what happened was I heard, Caroline, come here. Like, just like in my mom's voice, but like a lot sweeter and a lot creepier, because it was a very like sing-song voice, like, but it was my mom's voice, just a different like tone, and it was so creepy. I ended up calling Addie right after and telling her about it, because like I started freaking out, because a lot of ghosts, sorry, can't speak. A lot of ghosts like try to take the form of someone you love, or like try to lure you, like
lure you in.
Yeah, and it was very creepy.
Alright, so the next one, this was at my house. This was really creepy. I find this to be like one of the most terrifying things ever that has happened in my home. So, I'm always been a really spiritual person. I've always been involved with spirits and like that type of thing. That's like our thing. That's what we've kind of bonded over. So,
we bonded over a lot.
Yeah, I know, but like that's one of the like main things.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in the kitchen. I was home alone. I don't even think my brother was home from school at this point. And I was just in the kitchen. I was making a sandwich, I believe.
Oh yeah, because I was there.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she was here.
He was on the couch.
Oh.
Or he was in this room.
I don't remember, but he wasn't in the kitchen with us.
Like, he was in a different room.
It was dark in the kitchen for some reason, because my mother always tells us to keep the lights off when we don't need them, and we figured we didn't need them, and we like the dark.
Yeah, I mean, not like the dark, I mean, because...
Like, when it's day outside, we don't have to have lights on. I have natural lighting. So, we were just in the kitchen with all the lights off, and I put the bread down, and I, like, put it down, like, so, usually how people, like, usually lay it flat down.
Yep.
I put it up like this, and it fell, which is normal, because bread can't really
hold its shape and
support itself.
Yeah.
But then it fell, and then about 5 minutes later, the thing at the top, after you twist tie it, like the part, it started raising up. Not like the bread loaf itself, like just that part started raising up.
Like someone was kind of like picking it up.
Yeah. And then I said, "Is anyone here?" No response. Dead no response. And then the fridge, like we have like this little push button that you push a button and another part of the fridge opens. I kid you not, I am not lying when I say this. That flew open. Like, it's like that was scary. And that's when I realized I needed to stop messing with spirits like that because they can be dangerous.
Like, if you give them permission, they will act on it.
Yeah.
Usually. It
Most
it always
definitely.
depends what they will do. Like, that was probably a good spirit because if you said that and
might
it
have
was
hurt
like
you.
a demonic spirit.
But when you say something as in like, if anybody's here, do something, you have to be careful as to what you say. You have to say, if somebody is here, move this spoon.
Or like
move this chair a little bit to the left, and you get out of the way of the chair.
Or like, you have to say like, not touch something in this kitchen because it could be a knife. Yeah. I'm not saying it will be, but
just you have to tell them to touch a certain item, so
or
that
like
you make
a
sure
few
that,
certain items.
Yeah, so that you don't get hurt. Like you could be like, if there's anybody here, move the spoon over to the right a little bit, or move the spoon a little bit.
Or like, if there's anybody here, pull this dresser drawer out an inch or whatever.
Like or however, just make sure you get out of the way of that dresser drawer just in case. I'm not necessarily saying that they mean to do it, but accidents do happen. So you never know if they're trying to push it out a little bit and it goes a little bit further.
And also, when I was at your house one day, we were doing something. I forget what we were doing.
Oh.
Then you see Braylon without his with no head.
Yes. So my little brother Braylon, he's been in a couple videos before, Minecraft videos, I believe. I haven't uploaded those on my channel yet, but he's in those videos, so you guys will hear him, and he'll be in the video. But that is my little brother. So I believe he was in his room. Yeah. And I thought I was in the kitchen doing something.
Because I was there with you, and then you were like, what is that?
I heard something behind me. Not like directly behind me, but like across the dining room. So like our kitchen is like, it's like an island, like a strip of counter, a little doorway into the laundry room, and then it's a fridge, and then another strip, an oven, and then a little bit of counter, like 2 counters.
And then we have carpet, and
then we have chairs, and then there's the dining room table, and right next to the dining room,
it's a living room.
Is the living room, which is like my sister's playroom where we fold all the laundry and all that. So I kid you not, he usually goes into my parents' room to get something like a Band-Aid or that sort because he thinks Band-Aids fix bruises. Don't ask me about it. So I hear someone, because I swear I could have heard someone come out of his room.
I know.
And I heard someone behind me.
And darting across.
Darting, and I look over my shoulder. I kid you not, I saw my little brother running, but without a head.
Like, I was there, and you said, Braylon? Because she thought he just, had ducked, and she just missed his head or something. She didn't,
because he runs a lot.
And then we called out for Braylon, and we were like, Braylon, where are you? And then Braylon answers from his room and then comes out.
No one could have gotten to their room that fast.
Without us seeing it.
Yeah, without us seeing it.
It was within 10 seconds. We would have seen him.
We would have seen him going to, his door makes a very loud noise because it used to be my room, and that door is all kinds of messed up. So I heard, I would have heard the door open because you have to for it to be able to close all the way, you have to slam it shut so it actually closes, and you have to fight it a little bit for it to be able to close or open, and sometimes it get jammed, and it was kind of jammed that day, so I would have heard him go in or out of his room,
and it was creepy because he just comes out of his room. He's like, what?
And I don't think we ever told him what happened because he's freaked out and he has nightmares and a whole bunch of stuff like that.
Yeah.
Let's just hope he doesn't watch this video.
Hopefully.
I mean, he might, but. Alright. So, the next one we're going to tell together because this one happened to us both while we were at her house.
Which one was it?
Remember when we heard someone on the steps and we ran into the bathroom and grabbed that toilet brush and tried to fight people? Remember that?
So,
the story's a little weird.
Backstory. I really think I have a ghost on my steps.
So, like, okay, so the way her house is set up,
you come to
it's set up almost like the same way. It's like the exact same way my mom's dad's house was set up.
So basically, like, you go into the side door of the house. It's not like the front door because we use it as a front door, but like it's a side door. So you go in and like there's the down stairway and the up stairway right in this little block.
Yeah.
So like and that down stairway, I swear something lives on that stairwell.
And also, just another note, this might contribute to the ghost being on those stairs. She has, it's like this movable counter, I believe. I think it moves. And it's like a rail. And it's in her kitchen. She has a counter, like a rail behind the counter.
Yeah, and it's like
and then
it's
a
on
chair,
wheels.
and then a chair directly, in front of the rail, and then it's a pantry. So you guys are envisioning this in your head. So you would think like maybe someone fell over that rail because it's not a very tall rail. It's kind of short. It like levels out with the counter, and the counter is not that tall.
It's about normal waist height.
Yeah.
So just over like 3 feet. Or yeah, like 2.5 to 3.5 feet.
Yeah. So it's not that tall, and
like it's not really big.
Someone who's really tall would easily be able to fall over that. And when you fall over that, it's not carpet; it's wood.
It's stair.
And there's also shelves. And there's sharp edges around the stairs, I believe. And that, the rail is also...
It's iron.
Yeah. So if you were to hit your head on it, I guess, like, you could pass out or something, and then if you hit the stairs, you might die. I'm not completely sure.
Well, I mean, the farthest is probably, like,
a 5-foot drop, maybe?
6-foot
drop?
Yeah.
6 to 6.5 foot drop.
But I seriously think that someone, like, a ghost lives on my, or not ghost, spirit lives on my stairs.
We don't have to really call them ghosts, more of a spirit or like.
Also, I know for a fact there is something in my room because my house
is very old.
It's a little bit tilted, so it's a teensy tiny bit tilted. And one day, I threw the ball and it rolled down to the tilted side, right? And then it goes back up and comes over to me.
Oh, that was in your old room.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't?
No, it was in my room.
Oh, I remember you telling me about that.
It was just like a little.
And you thought it was like a child.
I think it's like a child or like someone who really likes children, because.
Another note, this might play into the child thing because I do tend to bring spirits along with me as well as Caroline does. So, this is kind of like a touchy subject, but when my mom got pregnant, she had a miscarriage. They were going to name the baby Corey. And whenever like a kid/baby spirit comes along, we're always kind of thinking that it might be Corey because she is like the only baby that passed away that I know of.
Like, and I had a lot of babies in my family, like from a while ago that, like, there was like 4 sets of twins that all died.
Yeah.
But like, anyway, so I also, yeah, so.
Alright, so that's the backstory for
like,
that.
It, like, you can hear footsteps when no one is there. And my cat, sometimes she'll be up with me and I'll hear footsteps. And it's not my dog because one, he's blind, and so he would like be stumbling down the stairs rather than like slowly creaking up. And he's a dog, so I mean,
dogs don't have like as much smarts. It depends really on the dog.
Yeah, but anyway, so we thought that we heard footsteps, and I kid you not, we thought we heard footsteps, and like I feel like there was something else that we're forgetting. I feel like there was like some knocking or something.
There was knocking on the door.
There's not. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because your brother was home. Your brother was home.
No, he wasn't home. That was the time that he wasn't home, and then we freaked out because he wasn't home.
And I remember one time we did freak out because he was home and it was just him getting ready for work.
Mm-hmm. But this particular time, the door slammed. I kid you not. And no one was home.
And since no one was home, of course, we had the door locked.
And it couldn't just slam like that. And then, like, we heard footsteps, it slammed, and then we heard footsteps.
Okay, I
kid you not. The last two steps.
So we've been best friends for like 7 years. 7 years. So I know exactly where everything is in her house. I kid you not, I heard that. I ripped open the drawer. I know this is gonna be weird, but like
we grabbed the toilet brush.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Cause like we got this back scrubber thing. It wasn't a toilet brush. It was a back scrubber.
Oh yeah.
Scrubber.
And I grabbed the hairbrush, and like we were prepared. Like we thought someone could either have been breaking into the house or something.
So we we
ran
were into the bathroom.
We were ready.
So yeah.
If something needed to happen, we were going to do it. Like,
and she also had like a whole bunch of metal spray cans and all that, so we were ready to throw that at that person.
But nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
And then we started. I think we heard knocking on the bathroom door, right?
Oh yeah.
And then we like opened it,
and no one was there because we had the lights turned off just so no one would like come in
or like see the light, like just in case. Because
and then we did lock the door. So obviously, if someone tried to come in, they would know someone was in there. But by that time, we would have been able to call 911 or get out the window.
Yeah, because we have like a little like shaded bathroom, like a little.
You can. It doesn't look openable, but you can open it.
Yeah, you can open it.
It's just stained glass. That you can't really see through that much.
Like shady glass, like so you can't see through it. So I mean, because it's in the bathroom, so.
Yeah. Usually people don't have windows in their bathroom.
And then, yeah. So, on to the next story. I just have something to say about this. I don't know why, but like, it was so weird. So, I had 2 rooms. One was just a little teeny tiny room. Like, it was a tiny room.
We had a playroom and a just regular room.
And I had my loft in there for that time, and it ended up not working out, so whatever. But I had my loft in there, and I had my chair in there and whatever. So we were in there, and I had either gotten something off my bed or just like walked in and to go grab something, and the chair pulls out. I had my Ghost Radar Legacy app on. I will try to leave the link in the description. Like, it is amazing.
If she does leave the link in the description, I'll ask her to send it me. Send it to me so I can leave it in the description too, because it is an awesome app, and we've tested it before to make sure it works, because I've had it on my phone, and she's had it on her phone, and it showed the same thing at the same time and all that.
Like, it literally, the chair.
I know this is gonna sound stupid, but we found it off of the Rebecca Zamolo thing, because she has a grandmother that had passed away, and I think she was doing a video about that.
Okay, so what happened was I have a chair for my loft. Like, the loft's gone now.
It's a desk.
We gave it.
It was a desk.
Like, it was a desk under the loft, so it was like connected, and so the chair pulls out, like, probably, like, 2 or 3 inches. And on the Ghost Radar Legacy app, it says, sit. And then pushes back in. I kid you not. I am not making this up. Like,
you probably never ran out of that room so quick.
It was so freaky. And I ran out of that room. And so I was like, what happened?
You didn't have
because
a phone at
I
that
was
time.
standing. Yes, I did.
I don't believe you had.
Yes, I did.
Did you call me? I don't
You
remember.
were right there. You were in the dining room.
Oh yeah, because she went to go get something out of her room.
And I ran out. And I kid you not, it wasn't there before. I ran out and I just like stopped in the hallway because like I was so like, what happened? So like the door connects to the hallway. So like I just stopped as soon as I got out of that room.
So it's like a circle hallway because it's like
a cul-de-sac but for
parents'
rooms.
room, your room, and then it was the playroom, and then the bathroom, and then there's a chandelier. And I believe when you came out, the chandelier was.
And like
moving.
So when I came out, like I stopped and I felt a gust of cold air as like pretty much soon after I stopped. And then I kid you not, I saw blood on the floor, pointing towards that room. It was like a line of blood, and my foot wasn't cut. Like nothing could have happened. At that time, we didn't have a dog. I don't think, because either Shelby, I think Shelby had just recently passed away.
Did you so we Rita?
Didn't. No.
Or Rita passed away before Shelby.
Mhm.
And we might have had Abby.
We had Daphne, and we might have had Millie. But
Millie,
like they
Abby.
were like in the room, and like they were like all good and fine. Like
they
were not around.
And she didn't really do it. She was like a fat dog. She just very much laid around and didn't bark that much, and she just didn't care to do a lot. So
yeah, because it was just Millie,
and she was an older dog.
She was like 7, and that's like really old because she's had puppies and she had.
Maybe she was fat at that time because she was pregnant.
She wasn't pregnant.
Oh, at least she's fat.
She was. Yeah, she was a fat dog.
My dog is.
And so anyway, like it was like, I think it was blood. It could have been just like water or like maybe like some like red liquid like Kool-Aid or like something. But I would have sworn to you it was blood. Like it was so creepy. Like no.
Ooh, okay. This is a really good and creepy one. Alright, so the story about tea. We have to talk about that one in this video.
Okay, so we're going to start from the very beginning of
this is going to be like a 10-minute long story.
Like, this is going to be very long.
Wait, should we save this for another video? Its own story time in itself? Because it's a really long story.
Yeah. So, actually, we're going to make our own story time about this.
We're going to wrap this up here.
And then...
I'm sorry we left you on a cliffhanger, but as soon as we post this, we're gonna...
like, film the ghost hunting and, like, film the tea story.
Demon tea.
It's not demon tea. It's just tea.
Tea. We call the spirit tea. And you'll find out later why we call them that.